Now, I tested it beforehand. It worked before I started. Hmm. Okay. Well, thank you guys. I did this whole spiel like when I first turned it on. I'm like, I wonder if everybody can hear me. But before I went live, I tested it, but I guess I forgot to press the button. Maybe that's something we have to do. Anyway, the microphone finally came. I mean, considering the fact that it was ordered, I don't know how long ago, I could have walked there, purchased it, and walked back and had it here at the house a lot sooner. Anyway, I'm glad that it's here. Hopefully, you guys can actually hear me better with this than without it. Hi, Brenda. Welcome in. Huge blanket hello to all of you wonderful folks coming in here for Saturday night date night. So, hi, Jess, and all of you wonderful folks. There's something that I need to do. So, we had some birthdays. I didn't forget. So, today is Kendall No Sleeves' birthday. We got to make sure we do a happy birthday for her. She's one of the members of the channel. And so, we got to do that. And also, Dawn Aaron is having a birthday, and her birthday, I think, is coming up. So, not quite yet, but it is coming. So two addicts of the channel have birthdays, and I want to make sure I get those. So, hi, coffee, fresh pot of coffee. Super excited about this. I've been hooking away at all the things. Hi, sugar, welcome in. I'm wearing my poncho. Loving this for me. I made it supersize poncho. This is called the Canyon Drift poncho, and I actually fell asleep in this last night. I was crocheting, and I don't know if I'm the only one that does this, but I crochet until my eyes close. And I was just leaned back, you know, in my bed, leaned against the headboard. I've got the TV going, I've got my crochet here, and I just fell asleep. And I woke up this morning exactly as I was when I lay down. And so this was my cover. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. I mean, it's perfectly normal, right, for us yarn addict crocheters and knitters and things. It's fine. I got a lot of work done, so I got to be proud about that. Oh, this is so good. I get really, really excited when the coffee comes at the perfect strength. The creamer's right. The sweetener is perfect. It's hot, you know. Love that for me. Anyway, hopefully you guys have something to snack on, something to drink. I'm literally going to be sitting here gabbing at the gums. I may pick up my whip and start working on that while I chit chat with you guys. I didn't realize that today was a holiday. I had no idea. I wondered why like everything was a little off today. It wasn't your typical Saturday. It just felt like something was off. And then I was standing in line making a purchase earlier today, and someone had made mention of the fact that like today was something. So I wasn't trying to get into their conversation, but like, okay, is it? It was something. I don't know, but today was a day of something. Uh, my only hiccup with this, my only issue with this is you can hear me swallow. Like, I don't like that for me. It's very off-putting, so I apologize in advance if you can hear me swallow with this on. It's better to do this than to not have it at all. It's National Yarn Day, but thank you, Kim. But it is also something else. I don't know what that else is. Someone said something in line, at least from what I overheard, unless I misheard. I don't know. You don't hear the swallow, just the necklace. Is it rubbing? Hold on. Say less. These little noises really do get to me when I try to watch it back. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. I want your auditory experience to be just as pleasurable as your viewing experience. I want that for you. So the least I can do is just remove all the things. So I don't mind it if you guys tell me that you guys hear something or something's not right. Tell me because I want you guys to be like, I don't want to be that channel. Anyway, I've got the snacks, my usual Bobos. You should have just put the chain in check. It's too much work, you know? It's too much work, you know? I got this little fuzzy thing. I'm really excited about it. I don't know. Have no idea. No idea. Anyway, guys, if you haven't tried this, you should seriously give this a try. Seriously. Bobos. Remember the song back in the 80s? 80s? Was it the 80s? Bobos. They make your feet feel fine. Bobos. They cost $1.99. Bobos. We used to sing that as kids. I don't know if the kids of today remember that, but I remember that. Anyway, I'm going to crack this open and show you what's on the inside because it's what's on the inside that matters. Look at that. So, so good. We used to change it up. Nickel and a dime, $1.99, something. We used to just mention that. Anyway, one for you, one for me. I hope you have one to chew on. You don't think you have those in Canada? Check out your Walmart. They may have them. Mm. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's like how people crave Milky Way candy bars or Snicker candy bars. That's what that's like for me. Except I know that like this is better than a Snickers or Milky Way. It's got that really sweet center, and it's vegan, it's organic, it tastes good. I like that for us. So give it a try. Ah, my goodness. How have you guys been? I feel like it's been forever. If you guys noticed, I haven't been going live as much. Uh, there's this saying, distance makes the heart grow fonder. And so I felt like, while I crochet on all the things, let me just place this at the top of my priority list and go live later when I'm not as busy. Hello, Tammy. Welcome in. So hopefully you guys are missing me. I'm too funny. It's great when you can laugh at yourself, you know? Anyway, yes, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And I felt like there was a few weeks there where I was just going live literally every single day, it felt like. And while I love that for us, I mean, in a perfect world, I would love to just come on and go live. The reality to it all is that if everyone knew that I went live every single day, there would be times where people would choose to just not watch because they know they would be able to watch me tomorrow. So I figured, let me break it up a little bit. Plus, I need time to crochet and knit. Like, I need time to make the things. And so, if I'm always going live, that takes time away from it. So, yeah. As of right now, we're doing 4 a week. So, someone emailed me today and asked me. So, I felt like, I'm going to talk to you guys tonight. Let me at least let you guys know what is what. So, um, Sunday lives will always be Sunday lives. I will never change those. Sunday evening, more specifically. Those Sunday evening lives have been the anchor of the channel. That will never change. Um, Crochet with JTYA in the morning, that was something new that we fused in just to be able to do something a little different and outreach to people. Welcome to the fellows, Susan. Thank you so much for being here. And congratulations. So Sunday lives are going to pretty much be the same. Tuesday lives are for Taco Tuesday. Now, when Taco Tuesday is over, I'm still going to do my live on Tuesday. I like the Tuesday live, so that will always be there. And Saturday. So Saturday night date night. I really like this super chill, relaxed. I love this. Like, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but out of all the lives that I do, this one is my favorite. And it's probably because I don't really have an agenda. You guys are my agenda. Like, I come on just to chat. Let's see. All the question marks. Okay. Hi, Samantha Stewart. Welcome in. So my Tuesday live is going to be that, you know, that live that I do in the week. Um, I need time to be able to create content. And so, yeah, for those of, I mean, Tuesday will probably be like my midweek live because I'm not going to name it the midweek live. I'm just going to name it like a Tuesday live. Yeah, just something off the beaten path. You know, why do midweek lives always have to be on Wednesday? I mean, it is the middle of the week, but yeah, I'd rather just do mine on Tuesday. So, anyway, those are the days that I go live. Okay. So, Sunday, Tuesday, and Saturday. Now, with all of that being said, I may decide to just pop in and go live. I may just decide, on a whim, like, hey guys, let's just go live. But for those of you guys who need to know like what my schedule is, you'll always see me on Sunday, on Tuesday, and on Saturday for sure. No matter what, those are the days you will always see me. And on Sunday, I do two lives, so you'll see me 4 times a week. I also forgot one, my vertical on Mondays. So early Monday morning, while everyone locally is asleep, I'm actually awake on a live stream for my international viewers and for those in the West Coast who happen to be up really late at night. So I'm doing that because we have viewers all around the globe, and I want people to be able to come in and watch without having to be up in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? So Monday, early in the morning. Okay. So yeah, now you guys know. My goodness gracious. You love the Monday mornings? I am live with you while I'm getting ready for work. I love that. And that's something that I learned too. Like, the locals get up and get ready for work early Monday morning. So whether you're coming or going, it's great. Hello, everybody peppering in. Thank you so much for popping in here. Hi, Sky. Welcome in. So as of right now, we're doing it at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm considering on doing it just a little earlier, maybe 4. I'm not changing it yet. It's still going to remain the same. I'm not changing it, but just wanted to put that out there that it may be changing. Um, just because in Australia, it's literally a day and 2 hours apart. So if I go live at 4 o'clock in the morning, it's 6 p.m. in Australia. And I think they are literally the furthest away from me. So I feel like if I can accommodate that time zone, then everything in between will eventually work, you know? So it's 1/4 past midnight where you are. I love that. Well, it depends if you're a night owl, you know? Um, let me see what is going on here. I thought the phone, I'm on my phone. It says that it was charging, but then it stopped charging for some reason. So I don't know what's happening with that. Hmm. Let me think. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know how you get that notification when your batteries are going low? Well, everything is plugged in, so I'm not sure why it's saying that. I don't know. We'll see. Hi, Jaxie. Welcome in. Hello. Super happy to have all of you guys here. Thank you for being here. Hopefully my phone doesn't die. Can you imagine being in the middle of a live and your phone dies? Oh my goodness. So bad. Let me just make sure everything is plugged in and ready to go. Hold on. Hello. Welcome in, everyone. I'm just making sure everything is plugged in. Everything is plugged in. Let me see. Hold on. There's no way for me to really tell if I'm charging or not. We'll see. Yes, I'm using an iPhone. Yep. You're watching me through an iPhone. Check the charging base. What is even that? It's literally plugged in right now with a plug. Oh, I don't know. Might need a new cord. Well, this is a brand new cord. It's for this. Brand spanking new. You guys like my poncho? It's called the Canyon Drift Poncho. Love that. So good. How do you guys crochet so fast? Well, practice. Lots of hours, lots of time, all the things. 31 years. Yep, 31 years I've been doing it. Thank you. So good. Think, Juan, think. What could we do to fix this? I have an idea. What if I moved us to, if I disconnected this and plugged in the other cord, it would ensure that we don't cut off. Anyway, is the mic Apple made? No, it is not. It is universal. It's universal. Pull the screen down and see the battery strength. Well, that's the thing. I'm actually this way. So the yarn that I use, it's James C. Brett Marble Chunky. So I got this from the UK. Yep. And the color number is MC6. MC6. And I used 6 balls. And then I chose a 7th ball to make mine extra wide because I like that for me. MC56. If any of you guys are writing it down. Those are the colorways. Hold on one second. Let me see. I'm here. I had to unplug everything because the phone is about to die and I can't have that in the middle of a live. Let me check. Okay. You like my little getup right there? Swish. Okay. I tried, guys. At least I know the microphone works. So anyway, I needed to make sure that you guys could hear me, and I don't want to cut off in the middle of a live. So sorry. We just had to make a move so I can stop stressing about being cut off in the middle of a live. Anyway, let me just get super close. It's fine, right? I just move everything over here. Did the screen go black or did I freeze? What happened with all that? I'm very curious to know. Well, thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. Samantha, hello to you. We're going to send you all the prayers and all the things, okay? Huge hugs to you, everyone. Send her wishes. Oh, I thought you guys were telling me I was freezing right now. So I just reset it. Sorry. I've been organizing my patterns and my recipes and things. I have duplicates. I think I mentioned that in the podcast. I've got duplicates. I want to be able to share my duplicates with you guys. Once I go through my entire library, I'll put together a little box. I don't know how many of you guys out there are interested in vintage patterns and books and things like that, but I'm going to actually do like, maybe in the next podcast, I'll do like a giveaway, a replay giveaway. And one of the replay giveaways will be like a box of patterns and books. You know, some of these books are older than me, you know, which is good. So hold off on that. And yeah. Anyway, I guess I should just get it out of the way. The birthday song, right? So does anyone else other than Kendall and Dawn have birthdays? Hanging in the bushes, we love that for you. Robin, I'm not exactly sure just yet. I'll talk about that calendar in just a minute. Okay. So I guess I'll just do a blanket happy birthday song. So Kendall, if you're in the audience, this is for you. And Dawn Aaron, if you're catching this, this is for you too. All right. And Ada was yesterday, so we'll get Ada too. It just beats having to repeat the song over and over and over and over again. Not that I don't mind singing it. It's just, yeah. It becomes a lot when your audience is huge. You know what I mean? We have over 90,000 subscribers. Can you imagine getting messages every single day? It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Sing happy birthday to me. It's my birthday. You know, so if you do it once for a lot of people, it saves the vocal box. It saves it from like cracking. Oh. Anyway, we're going to do it. So if you're not into it, cover your ears. Cover your ears. We'll be back in just a moment. And I'm noticing, like, what is going on with, is it just me? Like, we're fluctuating. We went from like over 400 people to 200 people to 300 people to like, it's all over the place. I wonder why that is. Don't forget your thummies. Don't forget the thummies, guys. I would appreciate that. For sure. All right. So anyway, I'm stalling. YouTube has gone mad. Yeah. YouTube has gone mad for sure. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. I wish you many more. I wish you many more. I wish you many more. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Kendall and Dawn and everyone else with the birthday. Huge hugs to all of you guys. Yes. Encore, encore. You're very welcome, Kendall and Dawn and everyone with the birthday. Yeah. So, yes, you're very welcome. Again, I love singing the happy birthday song, but there's this one thing that I really didn't take into account. When your channel's as big as mine right now, and you're doing something personal like this, you get a lot of people asking. And it's like every day. So I'm like, all right, well, let's wait until this live and we're going to do it then, you know? Whereas before, a couple years ago, I would have been able to do it and it would have been just on that once off occasion type thing. But lots of birthdays all over the place. Everyone has a birthday every day, 365, 24/7. There's a birthday. But I love it. I that goes without saying. I actually do love singing happy birthday song to everybody. I really do. It's so much fun. You would be happy with once a week. Just if anybody's got a birthday, tune in, listen to your birthday song. I love it. Hello, Sapphire. Welcome in. Welcome in. So, oh, thank you so much. It's very unpolished, guys. Listen, I'll be the first one to tell you, Like, it has been such a long time since I sang regularly. I was part of a chorus as an adult, and the last time I did anything with that chorus was in 2004. It's been a really long time. So, yeah, I always have to do a disclaimer. Like, if I'm off key, please forgive me, you know? Anyway, let me show you this, guys. Look at me go, okay? This is just a couple days of knitting. Just a couple days. And not long at all each time. My speed is improving. I'm getting a lot faster. It's just garter stitch. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm not doing rib stitch. I'm not doing any of those fancy stitches, but I'm literally doing garter stitch, and I'm very pleased with this. This is the bias scarf from Aberdeen Wool. This is the recipe from their pickle jar, and I'm really excited about it. I was a little nervous because I wasn't sure if I chose the right needles for the yarn, because on the label of the skein that it came in, it didn't give any hook size recommendations. So I literally just picked a size that I thought was appropriate for the thickness of the yarn. So yeah, thank you so much. And I got to tell you, my tension, I mean, it's really nice. I really enjoy it. I will tell you that the yarn, it's like a wool and merino blend, but not superwash merino. It's a little on the fuzzy side, but the tension's good, and I'm very happy. I'm pleased. So there's a challenge that I took on, I signed up for today. I signed up for a challenge for November. It's for cancer awareness. And I'll roll more specifics about it in the near future, because I just signed up today for it. So you knit every day in November, and you kind of log your knitting sessions, whether that be through pictures on Instagram or little video snippets on social media, and you do it every single day for the month of November to raise like money for cancer research and things like that, and also to just raise awareness for the cause. So stay tuned. I'll be doing little snippets, like little shorts and things of me working on various knit projects. It's specifically for knitting, so I will be doing that. I'm very excited about it. I'm sure you guys have seen it on Facebook. That's where I found it. I found it on Facebook. So knit every day in November. And so you take a little piece of your day, whether it's just a couple minutes or a couple hours, doesn't matter, and you just knit. And yeah, and I'm recording like bits and bobs of like my progress. So with that being said, I decided that I'm going to take little chunks of every day and just record myself knitting just a couple minutes every day. And I'm going to commit myself to 30 minutes to an hour every day for the month of November to work on my knitting. I don't know how far I'm going to get with it, but I think for sure I'll be able to finish my 2 knit whips. I have 2 knit whips, by the way. So yeah, very excited about it. I wish crochet had something like that, because I would be down for that, but I didn't see anything for it, so it's fine. I'll take one at a time, right? One at a time. Anyway, I'm digging into these. Very excited. So good. Cheers, guys. Cheers, peers. Did you join the American? Wrong pipe. Hold on. Okay. What was the question? Did you join the American Society Knit for November? Yes, that's it. Sonata. Yep. Anyway. Whew. This pattern already is in the hands of the members of the channel. They received this as their pattern for the month. I believe it was for last month. This month they have a new pattern coming out. But yeah, this was a member's pattern that I will be rolling out to the channel, but I have a cow rollout, so I'm not in a hurry to put this out. It's coming, I promise. It's coming. It works up in a GIF too. You're knitting a swatch right now. I love it. So, so good. I actually found it on Facebook. We're being asked, where do you join? I found it on Facebook. Yeah. Knit for November, I think. Yeah, and again, like, I'm still learning about it. I just wanted to put it out there because I want to raise awareness. I'm sure you guys have heard me mention this before. Cancer runs rampant in my family, as it does in many families. I'm sure we all know someone or have someone in our family that has been, inflicted with this horrible, horrible, and many other words. I mean, anyway, to just do something to pay my respects for those, how do I word this? For loved ones who, fought the good fight, and for those I know currently fighting the good fight. So, whew, that coffee, man, went down the wrong pipe. Now see, if I wasn't on camera recording, I'd be over there hacking a lung out. But I'm trying to keep myself calm, Ooh, hi, Myra. Welcome in. Ooh. Anyway, where did you find the pattern for what? For the poncho? This is my pattern. I wrote this pattern. Yeah, this is my pattern. It's called, hold on. Woo! This is called the Canyon Drift Poncho. It'll be coming out soon. The members of the channel received it last month as a pattern for the month. Yeah. But yeah, you guys will eventually see it on Ravelry, and you guys will see it on the channel as a free tutorial. But this is going to be a paid for pattern for sure. Hi, Dawn Aaron. Welcome in. We sang the birthday song, so make sure to catch it if you haven't seen it already. Huge happy birthday to you coming up, and Kendall's today. Very, very awesome. Juan, hold both arms up over your head like you're being held up, and I'm live right now, Linda. I'm not in the comforts of my own living room. I'm not going to do that. Just go ahead and do it. It's no problem. I'm good. Anyway, didn't get this pattern. Yep. Well, the coupon code expired at the end of the month. So the end of last month. So it will be out. Stay tuned. You guys will eventually get it. You want to see it. I'm trying to drink extra coffee to keep myself from coughing. I think we're good. There's another pattern that I wrote. I'm very excited about it. I am trying to finish, I'm trying to finish this blanket here because it is October, right? And I have made a commitment to not speak ill of the color pink. So while I'm in this moment where I can't speak anything negative about the color pink, I'm hurrying up to try and finish this blanket. It's a pattern that I wrote. It's my take off of a shell and V, except I modified all the stitches and I modified all the spaces and everything. I showed it on the TikTok. So this is my pattern that I wrote. And from afar, it looks really, really nice. I mean, I can't believe I'm actually saying how nice this actually looks. Like, I really love this. It's got like a modified shell. It's got different stitches inside every shell. And then we've got different size V stitches. You've got larger V stitches and smaller V stitches. It's really, really nice. And again, this is a written pattern that I will have out on the channel, but I keep telling you guys that I have all these projects that I need to roll out to the channel, like designs and things that are done. It's just that, how do I roll it out without overwhelming and flooding the channel? Because it's wasted views. Like if I put out 3 tutorials in a day, what's the likelihood that everyone's going to watch all 3, as opposed to me putting one out now, one out in a couple days, one out next week? You know, I have to space it out so it could, you know, anyway. But yeah, absolutely wonderful pattern that I wrote. I got to tell you, with practice, I get better. I can remember a time back in 2023, 2024, when I started writing patterns and I felt like I was like having a time. I was having a time. And now I'm getting a little better with it. So actually a lot better. Very excited about that. So stay tuned. I'm actually making up another one in another colorway. But again, make one day of the week tutorial day. Yes. Sorry about that. I just see, that's the same thing about raising your arms over your head and walking away from the camera while you're live. You just don't do that. I don't do that. Don't point at the camera while you're live. Sorry. My stars. Anyway, my apologies for that. I don't like doing that. So anyway, I got the name picked out for this. I have the name picked out for my 13-point star blanket stitch medley. That's all done. Back to what Penny said. My tutorial drop day used to be Mondays. I used to, like on the cows, when we did the cows, I always dropped on Mondays, and it seemed to work. That might actually be. What day of the week do you guys feel would be a great day? Should this be a poll? Should I do a poll on the channel? What day would you guys like to see a tutorial drop on this channel? Tell me what day. Hi, Mishi. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Huge hugs to you. Hope you're good. Monday is great. Thursday, Fridays, Monday. I knew I was going to get all the answers. I'm just writing down like the most popular of the answers. And right now I'm seeing lots of Mondays. I'm seeing Monday. Kathy says whenever you want. I love that. But like, if we did it whenever I wanted, guys, I would drop all of the tutorials right now. All 19 of them. I would just drop them all, turn them all on. And if you watched them, you watched them. If you didn't, you didn't. We're not going to do that. I promise. So as it is right now, Monday is my current day where I drop my cows. Should we keep it Monday? Should we do it? Okay, so I'll do a poll. We'll do Monday as a choice, Wednesday as a choice. I see lots of Wednesdays. I see Friday as a choice. I don't, surprisingly enough, see anyone mention Saturday, which that's fine. I know a lot of channels drop tutorials on Saturdays. So it's nice that you guys are not saying Saturday. Okay, so for the poll, I'll put Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Is there any other day? Tutorial Tuesday. I go live on Tuesdays. I'm trying to do something off the beaten path because midweek lives for most channels are on Wednesdays. I don't want to do that. I want to do something a little different. So Tuesday will be my day for that. No, Saturday night is date night, so we don't do that on Saturday, right? Very good. Tuesday is Taco Tuesday, right? So no Tuesday. So Monday, Wednesday, or Friday are the choices. Or Thursday. Sorry. Wochenende is, yes, weekends are for family. Thursday is good. Yes. I agree, Mishi. Samstag. No. I like having Samstag to myself. The only thing I do for the channel on Saturday is this. And I love that. So Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday should be the days that I put on the poll, right? And then I will let you guys decide which of those days we should drop the tutorials. Right? Dienstag? Okay. Love that. Mittwoch. Freitag, Samstag, Sonntag, Montag. Okay, so we'll just do those 4 days. All right. So good. So stay tuned. I will do the poll like right after we're done this. And by the way, money's good. Yeah, I didn't think about that. But as long as I don't have content on the other days. So like I told you guys, I don't want to drop a tutorial on the same day that I go live. I'll put the list out there for the days that I'm available that I don't already have a live going on. So, yeah. I'll be surprised if you guys pick a day that I normally don't drop a tutorial. That would be like a light bulb moment. That would be like, okay, Juan, that's the day that you should have been dropping these tutorials all along. You know? Love that. Yes, Dienstag is taco. Dienstag. Keep the status quo. Welcome to everyone just coming in. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah. You're probably wondering why we're not in the squirrel's nest. Let me explain. So I have all of my recipes and all of my books scattered about, and I have them organized. So I have knit books, crochet books. I have knit leaflets, crochet leaflets. And then I have magazines. And then I have miscellaneous. So I have everything spread out. I'm looking at every single thing that I have. And I just didn't have the space to be able to have us and that in the same space. So, yeah, we're in here today, which is fine. You know? Monday is a morning live stream and podcast on a Friday. Yep, you're absolutely right. Friday after the podcast, drop a tutorial. That's an idea. I'll have to get with my team and discuss with the team, because this isn't a one-man show, by the way. I have a whole group of people, wonderful, talented people that help with me. They help me do all the things, you know? So I'll get with the team and we'll figure out what's best. But I will put out the poll to see when you guys would like to do a tutorial or to have a tutorial. That being said, I'm not counting stitch tutorials in this. Stitch tutorials will drop whenever they drop. I don't really count that as content anyway. That's just evergreen content. I just drop it for you guys for whenever. But these tutorials are like shawls and blankets and ponchos and hats and things that are bigger than a stitch tutorial. So yeah, let me put that out there, because if I drop a stitch tutorial and then I'll get an email saying, wait, this isn't the day that we decided via the poll, they won't count. Okay. So, yes. And by the way, did you guys see this? I purchased one knitting needle. Singular, not plural. Yes, I did this just for a crochet stitch. Very excited about this because broomstick lace requires, I don't want to say requires, but it is suggested that you use something really big, because broomstick lace requires one row where you're doing a whole bunch of loop overs with this. Then the second row, you're taking all the loops and you're pulling them together in these loops. So you need something like this in order to pull that off. Now, there is a modified version of the broomstick lace, but I wanted to do it the old-fashioned way. I wanted to just give this the good old-fashioned try and see what this looks like compared to the modified version. So stay tuned for that. If I'm successful, I'll share it with you guys. Vampire hunting. It's not wooden. It needs to be wood. Or eat. Too funny. I love it. So good. I'm still sipping on this coffee. I gotta tell you, it's so good. Anyway, guys, I gotta tell you about this plied yarn. So I have figured out what works for me for the plied yarn. So if I have the plied yarn and it suggests, like, for example, a 4mm crochet hook. So I found that the plied yarn works for me when I hook up 2 sizes. So I took plied yarn and did a 5.5 US letter I with that hook, and it works for me. And the reason it works and I didn't realize this, is because my tension's so tight. It's me. It was a me thing. My tension is so tight that I have to hook up 2 sizes to allow the yarn room to breathe so that the threads don't get stuck. Yep. Unplied yarn. Yeah. So unplied yarn, 2 sizes up, and it works. And this is the actual hook that I'm using. So Clover or More 5.5 US letter I crochet hook, and I'm working with unplied yarn. Now, I have this wonderful, wonderful yarn over here that is unplied, and it suggests a 6 US letter J. I don't know if I could hook up 2 sizes to an L with this yarn, because it's this. This is a Stanley Cake Muffin Tweed. And, I mean, yeah. So, I'm going to try hooking up 1 size and see what happens. I got to get it back in there. Anyway, I'll try it and give it a whirl. I'm not giving up on it. I mean, I have frogged projects 3 times with this yarn. I'm dying to get this completed, you know? So, anyway, very excited about that. We have new members. It looks like an egg. It does. Wait a minute. What did I miss? Did I miss something? Ugh, I don't see any of the things, guys. I'm sorry. You have unplied yarn, haven't tried it yet? Yeah, I mean, if you're not used to unplied yarn, it is a little difficult to work. What does unplied mean? It's not spun. So the regular yarn that you use, it's twisted. The unplied yarn is untwisted. It's literally just, you know, threads. Just like this. Diane, thank you so much for gifting memberships. I was not aware. It didn't give me a notification. Thank you so much, and congratulations to those of you guys who became members for the month. I really appreciate that. Doing Boggy Creek blankets is a super... Oh, okay. Nice. Very, very nice. So on my screen here, by the way, I only see 2 lines of chat at a time. So if you're asking me a question and I miss it, just repeat it. Do a tutorial on a stuffed animal squirrel. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine? Oh, that would be great. Did Mishy get... Mishy, thank you so much. Why is it not showing me? It shows me across the top how long we've been live, how many people are here, how many thummies, and it's the super chat. It just says, well, it says $5. That's what it says. Someone, and I think Jess was the one who did that. And then I see 2 lines of chat at a time, and that's all I see. You need V-stitch, offset V in a rectangle. Okay, nice. Your membership max was reached for the month. Very nice. Very, very nice. Anyway, I plan on doing that. We did the shawl in the offset V. We did it in the square offset V. And the rectangle, I guess, is next, but I have other things that have to come out. We've been waiting for certain projects for the longest time, guys. I got to tell you, like, I've been showing projects here. They have to be rolled out, but I got to push it to the side because the cow's coming. So, hi, Linda. Welcome in. Thank you so much. And, guys, please don't forget the thummies. Please. You know, oh, and by the way, how are you guys doing with the hype? Like, are you guys like able to see it on all of the channels? Are you only able to see it on certain ones? And I noticed that the number of the hype, it changes depending on the channel that I'm watching. Like Fresh New Week, I won't call out any channels specifically, but I watched 3 different channels. One is a smaller channel, one is a huge channel, and one is like a regular size channel. But what is regular anymore? Anyway, each time I go in, I noticed that the hype points are different for each channel. Like, and I know we only get a couple, but like the one channel only, it said 280 hype points. And then the other channel said 3,000 hype points. And I hadn't hyped anybody at that point. So it was a brand new week. But each channel that I went to offered different hype points. And I know those hype points help that particular channel get out in front of people who have no idea who they are, you know? So I'm not sure. Does anybody know what that's about? I'm very curious. I don't understand the point system behind it. Is it a YouTube premium thing? No, everyone has the ability to do that. I think it's rolling out to different countries at a time. I don't know. Some people have it, some people don't. Some people see it on their phone, some people see it on the computer, some people don't see it. I don't know. But I'm very curious to know how that works, because we content creators can see how many hype points each video gets. Some of mine get really, really good numbers, and then some don't get hardly any at all, you know, and I don't know if it's because of, you know, it's just the amount of points that they're offering. I don't know. Never understood that. Let's see. I have to look more closely on, okay, question. In most of your tutorials, you begin with the chain 4. Is that better than the magic circle, or just more convenient for viewers? Or are they the same? So Janelle, very good question. That's two parts. First, I do it in my patterns because I tailor my patterns for beginners. I want to make sure that everyone has access to my patterns, and that's the simplest way, because not everyone knows how to do a magic circle. But if you're able to read a pattern, you can at least know how to chain 4. So that's the first reason. The second reason that I do that is, I think I kind of explained it already. Not everyone knows how to do it, but it's my preference. That's the point. I prefer to do it that way. I like doing that. But you can literally take any one of my patterns that have a chain 4 and do the magic circle if you want. The feature is available for eligible channels 500 to 500,000 subscribers. Wow. In certain countries, and viewers can use it to up to 3 times per week for free. Gotcha. Thank you, Jess. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I'm just grateful for the fact that they have that, because there are channels out there that I personally feel are amazing with content creation. I mean, they put out content really, I mean, they do their videos, it's packed full of information, lots of interesting things are being said and done, and yet there's no growth, there's no views, there's nothing happening on their channel. And like, these hype points would really help them get out in front of other people. So I'm very excited about it. So very, very happy about that. Hi, Zoila. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I'm just eating up all the snacks today. Some weeks I really don't get into much of it at all, but today, yes, that. I've had a few hundred, over 3,000. Oh, well, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. And, you know, with that being said, guys, you know, make sure that you guys are also hyping the other channels that you enjoy. You know, I don't want to sit here and say, hey guys, make sure to just hype my videos, don't worry about anyone else. I'm going to be the one to say, check out the other channels. If you really enjoy what they're doing, hype them up, get them out in front of other channels, or in front of the other viewers. You know I do it all the time. Like, we can't hype our own videos, by the way, but I look for channels that I find interesting, that are smaller, right? I look for the smaller channels because I want those smaller channels to get out in front of the audience, you know? And so I notice with those smaller channels, the hype points are a lot larger. So I kind of like that. So yeah, very excited about that. And I got to tell you, like, the knitting channels, oh my goodness. Please, Juan, can you drop the tutorial for the poncho next? I cannot do that. The reason for that is because I already have content recorded, and the poncho is not one of them. Like, it is recorded, but it's not edited yet. It's not far along enough yet. I have other things that have to come out first, but it will. It will come out. Yep. So stay tuned. I did a tutorial, I think it was last month, for a blanket. It's currently sitting in members only status. I may actually roll that out too, because it's already recorded. I'll just flip it over. So that just reminded me. Hi, Emily. Welcome in. Super happy to have you all here. Thank you guys so much for spending Saturday with me. I mean, of all places that you guys could be, you're here with us. I love that. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. So just know that, like, I got to put that poll out. We got to figure out what day is going to be tutorial drop day, right? We got Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Those are the days that you guys put. I'm going to get with my team and we'll figure out the things, you know? And whatever day that falls into, that's what we'll do, you know? But I want you guys to be able to pick. Thank you so much for the purple hearts. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Am I missing anything? You're subscribed to over 100 channels, as my interests are wide, varying from... Oh, that's nice. I love that. So I got to tell you guys a little bit of a fun fact really quick. I was in my studio and I was looking at... I was reviewing my subscribers, you know. Every once in a while, we go... Content creators, we go into our studio and we look. And... I went to not the member side, but the actual subscriber side. And I went back to see who my very first subscriber was. And, you know, I remember that person because it was one of my employees who actually suggested that I press my button. Yeah, one of my employees said, Juan, you need to press your play button. You need to go on. And, she wouldn't mind me saying her name is Lacey. So I pressed my button because of her. She was like, you need to go on. She's still a subscriber to my channel. Anyway, I hop on over to the next page and I'm looking because the very beginning, I don't really know who those people are. I had no idea, you know, but there was one thing that I really noticed, and I hope that this doesn't put this person in an odd place, but I wanted to just call out someone because as I was reviewing, one of the earliest subscribers to my channel that is here, that not only became a member, but has been around since before many, 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 many other people, was Mishi. Yeah, she was literally, and I had to check, like, from the very first subscriber, and I went on. I think she's somewhere in like the first. I mean, and I know that number changed. That number changed because she was a couple. I was only a couple hundred in when she subscribed to my channel. Just a couple hundred in, but because of all the changes that have happened on my channel, she's actually like one of the first 50 that's still there. From the very, very beginning. I think she's number 30. And so I just wanted to call her out and say thank you so much that you are still here as one of the earliest subscribers of my channel that still interacts with me all the time. So I really appreciate that. I appreciate the love and, you know, the fact that you're always here. That means a lot to me. So thank you for that. I couldn't believe it. Like, I turned my button on, I pressed the button in September 19th, and she was subscribed to my channel before October. Like, it was still September when she subscribed to my channel. So, yeah. Very, very thankful for that. Anyway, I thought that was fun. That was amazing to realize, you know. And then after her, I continue on, and then I noticed that there's more and more people. Like at the beginning of October, a bunch of people subscribed to the channel. Jax is there and as one of the earlier subscribers. There's a bunch of you guys that have come in right at the beginning of October. But yeah, she subscribed like in September. It was, and it's amazing because it gives you the actual day that everyone subscribed to my channel, you know? Is there any way, I'm not exactly sure what you guys see on your end, but I know on my end, I can actually see like when each person, and you can tell from the size of my channel, that list would literally take me all day. That's why I only look at the beginning. I see at the very beginning. And one of, what was I going to say? Now, as far as members go, we had a bunch of people become members to the channel, and then through attrition, things have changed and all the things. So the list that I have for the subscribers to the channel, it doesn't really match to the members, because I have the same people, obviously, but the list is different because I started memberships later on after my channel was already up and going. So at first I didn't realize, well, if this person's at the top of this list, why is this person not at the top of that one? And that's because I started my channel in September, but I didn't go live the first time until December 6th. So there was a few months in between. So, yeah. I appreciate that, Graciela. My voice is starting to go. You think your date was September 19th, the day after my birthday? I love that. So good. I got to tell you, like, I'm very grateful. And every time I wake up in the morning and I look at my number, where am we at? Let me look. I'm looking right now. So 92.7 is where we're at right now. 92.7. It just turned over. I got to tell you guys, like, I'm shook. I'm really shook. I have no idea how or why it's happening, but I'm thankful, you know? And yeah, what do you say? I'm literally sitting here live with you, and it's like, it's going. But all I can tell you is, well, I have to rephrase it in my head before I say it. But I really feel like good things come to good people. And that's literally all I can say. What I can tell you is that if you are a good person and you are truly a good person, then good things will eventually come to you, even when you encounter moments where that's not the case, where it looks like, you know, through others' eyes, you're not a good person. If you're truly a good person, everything will work itself out. And it's happened, and the proof is in the pudding. You can literally see this. And, you know, I'm just glad that this is where we're at, you know? I'm very grateful and thankful, and, you know, to those who have decided to find other pastures to graze, I'm happy for them. I really am happy for them. I'm even happier for us because look at this, right? Here we are all together, all 92,700 and some change. And, you know, all I can say to it is that my mom said something a few months ago. She was like, everything comes out in the wash, Juan. You know, your channel, because my channel was stagnant for like 6 months. I was in the 30,000s for like 6 months straight. And she said, don't worry, Juan, everything will come out. Everything will be fine. Everything works itself out. Everything comes out in the wash. Just give it some time. And look at us now. You know, we're together. And I honestly, we would not be talking like this if it were last year. I didn't think I would get to my silver play button. I thought, let me at least get to 40K by next year. You know, that's how slow I thought my channel was going to go. And I was very thankful for that, you know. But now that we're here, I actually think we're going to hit 100K by Halloween or by Thanksgiving. One of the two. Maybe Thanksgiving. I think we'll do it by Thanksgiving. But yeah, it's Mama Wilma's Juju. Yeah, I am so thankful to have you as my teacher and crochet buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I gotta say something else. I say this to my members in the Zoom all the time. This is not even ever a me thing. And here's why. If any of you guys have ever uttered the words, hey, check out Juan's channel, there are lots of you that do that, then you are a part of this. It's not me sitting here promoting myself day in and day out. If you are passing the word, you have had a hand in helping my channel grow. If you've had a conversation with people in your real life world, friends, family, whatever the case may be, you have had a hand in helping grow my channel. You are the reason why we are where we are. In spite of everything that has gone on with this channel, like here we are, and it's literally because of all of you guys, myself too. So it's a we thing. And as cliche as it sounds, it's literally because of us that this has happened. And I got to tell you, positivity overcame the negativity, and growth is here to stay. And I will tell you that a large part of my growth was literally because of you guys. You guys are the reason, and I'm not going to sit here and take credit. I could take some of it, but most of it was you guys. You literally have helped grow my channel. I say it in every video, like, please share the channel. I definitely appreciate the support. You hear me say that in every video. And I think some of you guys have taken it to second nature. It's part of what I say. And yeah, you guys have had the hugest impact on my channel in such a positive way. And you guys are the reason why I'm still here. Like, a very small handful of people here in the audience knows firsthand that there were moments where I was going to literally close down the channel. And it was those people who told me, like, Juan, don't do that. You have a space here. You have a voice. You have a reason for being here. And it was those people who I owe the biggest debt of gratitude, like Jax, especially Jax. I mean, huge. Trisha, Mama Swift, Mishy. I mean, those folks literally are the reason why I'm still pressing my play button. They sat here and they heard me, like they understood everything that I was going through, and they were the ones who literally said, Juan, don't do that. Kim, my one of my mods, she was saying the same thing, like, Juan, don't do this. Stay here. You have a voice. You have a space. You matter, and don't let anything else take that away from you. And yeah, I'm so thankful that I'm here. And I got to tell you something else. In closed quarters, like off camera, I was having a conversation with Jax, and I hope it's okay to share this, Jax. I said to her verbatim, I think I need to hang up the channel. This was last May, I think. I can't remember. But we were going through some things. And I said, I think I just want to shut the channel down. And she said, no, don't do that. You have a voice. You have a space here. You matter. Don't do that. You're needed. There's no one like you right now out there. You don't see yourself anywhere out there. Like, you matter. Okay, in spite of what anyone else says, you matter. You belong here. And that was a light bulb moment. I'm like, maybe she's onto something. And so in that conversation, she literally said to me, and I kid you not, this was last May. She said to me, not only will you overcome this, you're going to be stronger because of it. You're going to exceed your expectations because of it. And you are going to get your silver play button before you realize that you're even ready to receive it. And everything that she said came to fruition. Like, I've been sitting here telling you guys, by New Year's Eve, like, I want to get my silver play by New Year's Eve. I'm going to work really hard. I don't care how hard I got to work for it. And we're already having the conversation that we may actually get to that point before New Year's Eve. We're almost at 93,000 subscribers, you know, and she called it first. She was the first one and I didn't believe her. I did not believe what she was saying. I'm like, you were out of your mind. And I just did one of those, okay, yep. And look at what's happening. So, yeah. So I owe a huge debt of gratitude to her for that, because it really does matter to hear those words, guys. When you're in a moment of like despair, you know, and I was going through things emotionally, and I just wasn't sure if this was for me anymore. And yeah, so I appreciate that, Jack. Seriously. You know, and I know like lately the talk has been like, look at his growth, look at his channel, like, oh my goodness. But if you've been around, this should literally be blowing your mind right now. This should be blowing your mind, because for 6 months, my channel stayed in like this little box. It did not grow. It stayed right here. And I felt like everything I did just wasn't working. Like I couldn't figure it out. And so, and look at us now. Hi, Carrie. Thank you so much for popping out of the bushes to say hi. And you know, there were also a group of people out there like Carrie the Yarny Elephant and like other channels who reached out and said, hey, Juan, you're good. You know, if you need an ear, I'm here. You know, so all I can say is, I know I'm taking the long-winded scenic route. I have you guys to thank. Like, you guys are absolutely amazing. Let me see. I helped. That you one new member this. Oh, thank you so much, Deb. I appreciate that. Yes, every little bit helps. You know, and that goes without saying, guys. Like, this right here, this is literally all I need. And if anyone asks, like, hey, Juan, is there anything that, you know, I could help you out with? The only thing that I really ever want you guys to do, if you want to really help me, watch my stuff. That's literally all I could ever ask for. Just watch my stuff. Thank you so much, Emily, and welcome to the club. Thank you so much for becoming a fellow. You know, it's nice to get happy mail from all of you guys. I really do appreciate it. But like, watching my content is like 10 happy mails, if that's even a thing. Like, yeah. And it's free to watch my videos, obviously. So like, if you're watching, I mean, that's like 10 happy meals to me. Each person, 10 happy meals. So yeah. There's a lot of us who would miss you if you were to stop what you're doing. Yes, I agree. And, you know, Kim, one of my mods, by the way, I have something to say about that. So Kim is literally one of the earliest members of my channel. Like, I started in January, right? Members and all. And we had other people, and through attrition, she wound up being at the top of my list. Anyway, she's always giving me advice. And I got to tell you, between her and all the folks that, you know, even the emails, you guys are the reason why I'm here. So huge thanks to Kim too. I don't know what the future holds for me, because this is uncharted territory. I didn't think I'd be here right now, you know? And I mentioned this before, guys, like, the channels that you guys watch, I mean, that are here, right? I mean, we've seen BYC Crochet pop in here. We've seen Mishy in here. We've seen Carrie the Yarn Elephant in here. We've seen a bunch of channels pop in here to say hi and all. They don't give us a manual for this. They don't tell you how to run this channel. They don't tell you what are the right things to do, what are the wrong things to do, when to do this, when to do that. They don't give you anything. They literally say, here are the tools, make them work. And, you know, through trial and error, you kind of have to figure it out on your own. And, oh, hi, Trisha. Welcome in. Huge hugs to you. Happy belated birthday.
So yeah, I feel like because they don't really give us a manual, through trial and error, we eventually figure it out, you know? And that's very hard. It's very, very challenging to figure it out, you know, and you're literally having to learn everything, like the lighting, the camera angles, how to speak into a phone with no one else around you. Like you have to treat the phone like it's a person, you know? So, yeah. I'm talking your ear off, guys. I do apologize. I just do what you show us to do. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate that. Anyway, all I can say is part of me can't believe where we're at right now, guys, but part of me can because of you. So, yeah. To that I say yes. Yes to that. So, thank you so much. Perfectly fine. We love it. So, guys, did you notice I removed Taco Paco Miss Morocco? Did you guys notice that? So, I think I'm only going to bring the trio out when I have new things to showcase, right? So, only when I have things to show you guys, I'll put them back there. And I don't have anything to show right now, so they're not here. I want you guys to see the yarn. Look at the yarn. And this part of the wall here is literally like an eyesore to me. I can't right now, especially right here. I can't. This I don't mind, that I don't mind, but this and this row here, I need to do something there. But when you have Red Heart Super Saver Ombre, ugh, winter is coming, Juan Snow, right? Ugh. I gotta tell you guys something. It's been on my chest for like a week. So I told my team yesterday I had to frog my cowl out. I didn't like the way that it looked. The only way you come up with patterns like this is if you frog back until you get what you're looking for. Anyway, I frogged it back to the beginning because I didn't like how it was looking, you know? And this is like the fifth or sixth time that I started my pattern over, you know? And it's literally not because of stitch counts, nothing like that. It's literally because of the way it looks. Like, I don't want to just throw stitches on a blanket and call it a cowl. I want everything to have a purpose. You know, it's part of like the whole design feature, the design element of a project. And I really wasn't happy with it, you know? So, truth be told, I'm actually behind the ball on delivering this cowl right now because last year I rolled out the cowl on the 15th in 4 days. And I'm not ready for that. So, it's coming. I just don't want to roll out crap. I want it to look nice. I want it to have a purpose. I want it to make sense. What I can tell you guys right now is the blanket is going to be a rectangular blanket. It's rectangular. And I will make sure to put a system in place so that if you want to expand your blanket out, you can just follow, like pick any one of the weeks, hypothetically. You'll be able to pick one of the weeks or any of the weeks and just repeat the pattern. We'll see. That's the idea behind it because some people might want bigger blankets, some people might want smaller blankets. And I like that for them. But the nitty-gritty of it all, like the main meat of the pattern needs to be good. And I'm still working through that because part of it is I look at the pattern and I say to myself, I've seen that somewhere. Where did I see that from? Or I'll look at a stitch sequence and say, I did that last year for the winter cowl, or I did that for the spring crochet along. I don't want to repeat that. I want to do something different. So that's kind of why it's taking me so long. I need to make sure that like I'm excited about it and you guys get excited about it. So if I can't put out something that I'm satisfied with, then I'm not putting it out. But I'm going to try like heck to put something of substance out there that everyone will like, you know? Your pink pattern reminds you of a kaleidoscope. I love that for you. And for me and for us. Yeah. I can't wait for you guys to get a taste of this. Super, super nice. And technically, I wasn't supposed to share this with you guys, but it keeps staring at me, and I love looking at it. And I can't believe I'm touching pink and I'm not melting. Oh, thank you so much, Jax. I appreciate that. You're always so kind to me. I love it. Do you have a visual, big picture, or story yet? Starting there might help. So, originally, I was thinking the cornucopia, like the collection of fruits and vegetables, and that was my starting point. I wanted the stitches to represent like a plethora of fruits and veggies spread out over, you know, an area. That was my starting point. I wanted it like a cornucopia of sorts, and I wanted to pull in the leaves, and I wanted to do the trees, and I wanted to do the forest. And so like that's where my mind is taking me. It's taking me to like, that whole forest fire, and having this autumnal like meal with like all kinds of fruits and veggies. Um so anyway, I don't know what's going to become of that, but that's where I'm coming from organically. Like the other challenge that I'm having is I'm crocheting this all in one color, and while it was great for the Wildflower Oasis, I'm having difficulty doing it now because I'm trying to envision what the fruits and the veggies and the forest and the trees would all look like if they were all in color. So, but to not complicate the tutorial, I'm keeping it all in one color, and you can change the colors the way you see it, you know? So, yeah. I'm going to pull up pictures of cornucopias and see where that inspiration takes me. So then I will pull stitches from fruits and veggies that inspire me to put on a blanket. So we'll see. I think it's going to be something great, but time is ticking, right? Fall ends December 21st. I don't have much time. So fingers crossed we make this work. And again, guys, I'm putting this out there like I'm giving it the good old-fashioned effort. However, I am not going to put something out that's crap. If it ever came to pass where I say, hey guys, this isn't working, I'm going to show you what I've come up with and be like, this is what I got and I don't like it. But I don't think we're going to get there. But I need to put this out there to let you guys know that we're doing the things. All right. So anyway, guys, I have to tell you guys that tonight has been awesome as always. Little off the cuff, right? Didn't anticipate or expect any of the things, but we're good. I mean, I was hoping to have a mic on the whole entire time. That didn't happen. Maybe next time, right? Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Tomorrow, we go on twice. All right, so Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern for Crochet with JTYA, and then 6 p.m. Jax was like, no, don't go yet. No. It's okay. It's fine. Anyway, so tomorrow we got 2 lives. Stay tuned for all the things, guys. Thank you so much for uplifting me. Thank you so much for being here. I'll catch you guys on the next live, okay? Lots of love and hugs to all of you guys. Bye.